Hello, everyone, and I am super excited today because I have an amazing session lined up today, which is actually the debut of the Express Element series by Sonali's Cubo. And today I'm in conversation with the very, very awesome Devina Fogla. Welcome Devina Di to my show. And before I say anything further about today's contribution that we'll be making to everyone. Devinadi, I came across this very beautiful story, which was about this bricklayer. And this bricklayer, there are three bricklayers actually, and they're laying down the bricks. Do you know about this story? Wherein they have these amazing way of their thoughts when they're laying the bricks. One says, because my contractor asked me, and the other says, because I'm building a home, and the third says that it's my passion. So it's up to us what we make of our life. It's up to us what we find our calling in. But sometimes I think we are in a confused stage. Sometimes we don't know what our calling is. And that's where we need people like you. We need these healing therapists. And then again, I really want to add to this thought that I think we all have every human being has this natural possession of being a healer. It is just that we don't embody it, we don't become one to it. And people like you who are certified coaches, who have done so much of practice and an experience about it, is who help us to actually embrace this healing that we already possess within us. So yes, friends, today we have Devina Fogla, who's a certified healer. And before we start today's conversation, I would like to introduce this very, very famous internationally certified teacher and seminar leader from Heart Inspired USA, a certified angel card reader, angel therapist and crystal healer, and a certified life coach and business trainer. And I think what I just loved about your background of work is that you yourself have created these three amazing deck of cards, which is the magical Merlin deck of cards and the Saint Expedite deck of cards and affirmations deck of cards. Phew, I think I'm already feeling powerful, Devinadi. I mean, just looking at your so much of the work that you have acclaimed inside you. So today's conversation, Dee, I would really like to start by first welcoming you and asking you to share from where did you start? When did you embody this fact that, okay, I am understanding this calling of being a healer and I'm there to help everyone. So can you shine some light on that?
Yes, I'd love to. And before I begin, immense gratitude to you, Sonali, for having me on board with all our esteemed viewers from across the globe. And a very warm welcome to all of you to join us in this session. Thank you for taking this time out. Immensely grateful, and I'm so excited to share my journey and also some very powerful tips on how to manifest, because the need of the hour is we are all stressed, anxious. So I'd love to share on this platform, and I'm super excited.
Welcome.
So answering your question, I always believe one thing. In fact, from a very young, from my childhood days, that you are always meant to reach somewhere or go somewhere or to, read a book or listen to a seminar or a workshop when your time is right. There is a divine plan working for us. And I always used to trust this. And every time I would set out a prayer that I would definitely like to make my life more meaningful. I would definitely like to contribute to society in any which ways that I can. I really had no clue, but I always just set this intention out, Sonali. And way back in 2010, to my amazement, a book fell into my hands. It was a book by Doreen Virtue. And it made no sense to me. It was like Greek to me. And but I just, caught a fancy and I just got attracted. And the caption was very attractive. And I wanted to share. It is 365 daily guidances by your angels.
Okay.
And so it had 365 pages. And every time I would open a page, random, it would give me the guidance I would need for that day. And this continued. And I said that, there is something magical. And that's how, uh, I felt that, there is something magical, and I need to understand what angels are all about. And so this book was the stepping stone for connecting me to this very magical angelic world. Yeah, so that's how I
I
started.
love the way you say that you brought the angels to the city of joy. When I asked you that, tell me something about you, which I would want to say and quote, and I just loved it. So, Kolkata, you opened your healing studio, and I see so much of amazing workshops that you take. So, can you tell us something about your journey about opening your healing studio in Kolkata, and how responsive was, how responsive were people? What was the belief factor that people could give to you?
Yeah, Sonali. So it was very challenging. It was not at all easy for me. So when this book I started reading, I got very curious that just by reading a book and getting guidances, things are shifting for me. So in the year 2011, I just took this decision that I needed to go face to face with Doreen Virtue. She was having a certification course those days in London. And there was so much going on in my life that time. My children were younger, they were having their exams, and all the way uprooting myself from family and going for a 10-day long course to London was just not easy. And a lot of fears and anxieties would grip me. Am I doing something right? What am I doing? I think I've lost my mind. But I faced my fears, and I think my calling was so strong that even the gods supported me, my family supported me, and I saw myself sitting on that 9-hour flight to London. And and when I got connected to angels, I must share this with all viewers, that I started seeing small changes in my life, like a simple thing that I'm flying and there's turbulence, and I'm calling out to my archangels to just relieve the weather of turbulence, and it just would happen instantly. Or when I'm traveling from A to B and I'm just saying clear up my roads. So very very small things, the angels really would
So,
spring to action.
whenever I get into a conversation with someone who is spiritual, someone who is beyond the usual science, like the other day when I was with the angel reader from London, and or with the Mool Mantra chanting with Indira Di, I always have this one question. We human beings tend to believe what we see. We need results.
Yeah.
जो दिखता है हमारी विश्वास वहीं तक जाती है. So this deja vu, this entire like as you said that you would see yourself flying or you would see the weather clear. How practical would and हम इससे मतलब एक कैसे हो पाते? I mean, how do we inculminate that faith in it? If you
Yes.
tell me, Vajanti, Sonali, come to my workshop and do this, first I would need to give you my faith. That okay, Devina, here's my faith, and I'm now open to hearing and listening and embodying what you're telling me. हम वहाँ कहाँ कैसे पहुँचे उस जगह पर?
So that's a question which I answer very many times and very often. That it's like you're going to a doctor, okay, and the doctor gives you a homeopathic medicine, and you're looking at the medicine and you're saying, you know what, I'll try it, but I don't know whether it's going to really work or not. So, do you think that medicine is really going to work? So, it's not going to work, right? So, everything starts with a belief. And when we have a belief that I am led to something because there is something which is going to change for me, Sonali, trust me, you will see amazing results. You will get a book, you will get so many things that will come your way, and you will say, yes, my belief is so strong, and I trust that I am being led. Another very, very important point I want to mention here is the word trust. We say it, but lot of us, we really don't know the true essence of the word trust. You know, most of us, when we go to bed at night, aren't we planning the next day morning? Kal utke ye karna hai, ye karna hai, ye karna hai. On what basis are we planning the next day? On the basis that we are going to get up. How many of us think the night before sleeping, oh my God, suppose I don't wake up? Hardly, maybe 1%. So what is that we sleep at night with? That is the word trust. So today, when we connect to something, when we read something, there is some amount of trust that we need to place in the doctors who are treating us, in the books that we are reading, in the places that we are, being led to, Sonali. So everything in this world works on trust. And the minute you place that 1% trust, you see how things start working.
It is very similar to the fact कि जब हम कहते हैं कि कुछ अच्छा करने के पहले अच्छा सोचो, think that is going to manifest into something positive. Give that energy to it ताकि वो अच्छा काम करे हमारे लिए. So I think it is all about that. But Dee, tell me one thing. How do we convert our negative thoughts into positive ones?
Yes, that's a tough one. And I have personally worked a lot in my 11-year journey with mind-body workshops, with Louis Hay workshops, with the other modalities that, our mind, so many of us know that we don't need to make an effort to get a negative thought. It just comes like this, isn't it?
But more than this, it's just flying. You just don't know.
Absolutely. But how much more effort do we need to convert that negative thought to a positive thought? And that's where, we need to be powerful creators of our life. We need to steer, this is actually, it's an engine of our body. And if you don't know how your engine works, you could actually create problems in your life.
How do we keep that oiling and greasing of that part of our engine, which sort of converts the negative into positive? So if you could also talk about that.
So how we convert the negative to positive, the first and foremost step, I would say, is first recognize, get aware. When we are alone, Sonali, 90% of us are thinking negative thoughts. So first and foremost, get aware. What am I thinking? And the best way to understand this is ask yourself, do I want the manifestation of this thought? Immediately say, no, I don't want it. It's negative. So first get aware that you're having a negative thought, and then we change it. So what I do in my personal life is something which I love, and I've shared it on so many platforms, is a release letter. I love writing release letters and tearing it or burning it. So what we do is, I'd like to share on this platform also, that whenever we have fear-based thoughts, or we have anxieties, we have anger, so don't keep it here, because it's not going to help us. Just take a pen and paper and write, I release all my fears about so-and-so. I release my anger towards so-and-so person. I release my negative thoughts about so-and-so things. We write a big, concise sheet of paper, or maybe sheets of paper, and we tear it or we burn it. And Sonali, trust me, you can even try this. You will empty your cup like this. And the minute you empty your cup, just see how your manifestations happen.
Yes, I think I quite relate to the fact when you say that, to be aware of your thought. Ki ye thought hame kahan le jayega, iska repercussions, what will it be? So yes, I lately often really practice the phenomena of Sakshi Bhav. That is, I put myself out of my body and I look at myself. Most of the time, I know it sounds very whimsical, but yes, most of the time I do that Sakshi Bhav, asking me, how far will this thought take me? Do you think it's practical? Do you think that hamare andar we are always this attention mode mein ki hum consciously usko kar paye? Is it possible?
It's really possible, Sonali, because, we must live life with awareness. We can't live life by default. कि अच्छा सुबह उठते हैं, जैसे मेरा दिन चलेगा चलाते हैं. So this is you can't be an artist of your life then. You will just be living life by default. So when we are actually aware, how can I make those changes? Maybe I'm very, very negative in the morning. Okay, so that's the time I get up and I just keep on saying, all is well. All is well in my world. Everything is working out for my highest good. Today is the best day of my life. I wanted to share in this context something called a miracle morning, Sonali. Something which I've been practicing for 11 years. The first thing when I get up in the morning, that 1 minute, you know what I do? I just smile. I close my eyes and I just smile for 1 whole minute. After that, I say, thank you. Just thank you. And just 1 minute you spend like this, and you just see how, you set the tone for your entire day. And then I say affirmations like, today is the best day of my life. I'm excited about my day. Just coin 3-4 affirmations for yourself. Even though in my day, nothing is great. Because we are all locked down, we are sitting at home, we are getting bored. There's nothing great about my day.
Yes, that brings me to this time, because I wanted to connect a bridge between you and the times that we are now. And yes, viewers, I do want to mention here that in case you have any questions that you want to ask us, or put any personal suggestion of yours that you would want Devina to talk about, please put it into the comment box of the FB Live, and we would cater to that. So coming back, in the times that we are now, I mean, like, the one thing that I hear is it's mentally just pulling me down.
Yeah.
How can we upgrade this?
Yes. So how can we really keep our minds strong?
Yes.
We need to...
I should ask you in particular, what are you doing? Because yes, we would want to actually replicate that.
So I'd love to share with all of you that I'm no different. We all go through our highs and lows, but the key to actually getting out of that low is I recognize it, and I tell myself, look, do I really want to invest so much of energy in this low feeling? Then I ask myself, I know that it's going to create more low, so stop it. I have the power to stop it. And we do have the power. Nobody externally can help you, okay? So that's what I normally do. And then I get hold of my favorite piece of paper and pen, and I write my release letter and I burn it. And then I keep affirming, my favorite affirmations, what I keep saying is, all is well in my world. Today is the best day. I'm so excited about my day. I'm so grateful I'm alive. So
I keep that immunity. Log abhi immunity बढ़ाने की बातें कर रहे हैं. Eat this and have dates and have this and have that and have chia seeds and have all sorts of stuff out of your kitchen. This is also an immunity booster.
It is. In fact, I always believe, and I say, because I'm Louis Hay, a teacher and coach as well. What does Louis Hay say? This lady, Sonali, she has cured her cancer just through the power of her mind. Really? No doctors, no medicines, just her mind. So, so she says that the most important part of our body is, what? The mind.
The mind.
So if you can detox your mind, you're sorted. You don't need, okay, I'm not saying you don't need, but your health will automatically be channeled in that direction. Your food will automatically go that way. Because 90% of us, when we are anxious, what do? We eat junk food. We eat foods which are not healthy. Isn't it? So handle that anxiety, handle that fear. That's what we need to handle. The mind. You handle your mind. The only part of your body you handle is your mind. And you see your life, you see your body, how it responds. Everything will start responding magically.
And this comes with practice.
It comes with practice. I will not say that you can master this overnight. I want to be honest with all of you. It is effort. So positive thoughts, getting positive thoughts is an effort. And this effort, but one thing I must also share, why do we need to make this effort? Because we really love ourselves, because we value our life, because we respect who we are. So when you come out of respect, value, and love for yourself now, you will always want to think positive. You will always want to create your life.
It's like you just have to become more conscious about your thoughts, the way you're conscious about your appearance, you're conscious about your presentations, your meetings, your work. You just need to introspect more, rather than just looking outside. And I think this is a right time that COVID is giving us to do that.
Yes,
Please, viewers, stick to this live, because yes, I know you want to know about the vision boards. And after we discuss a few more, just random candid questions, we would be getting down to the vision board. I know you all are super excited to know about that. So Devina, I had a question.
Yes.
For senior citizens right now, what do you think this time, jahan itna dar hai for pregnant women, for small children, there is also a mandate by the government ki, the elders don't come out, the children don't come out, the pregnant women don't come out. What do you have to say to them?
Yes. So what I would really, really like to say to them is that, my parents are also 75 plus. And all I tell them is that, whenever first of all, I tell my dad this really, and very strictly, please stop seeing so much news.
My mother is a current affairs freak, Devina Di. Trust me, I mean, I'm worried for her because sometimes she's so overstressed. इसीलिए मैंने आपसे ये सवाल पूछा, that what can, और हम उन्हें क्या बता सकते हैं?
This is a real life example. When Louis Hay says, never watch news after sunset. You want to read a newspaper, or you want to read news, or you want to hear your news channel, do it before sunset, never after sunset, because we take that news into our subconscious at night. And that is why elders, especially who are addicted to news and who are stressing about, what's happening, when is it going to heal, they take it down into their subconscious. And they don't realize that, it gets more and more embedded. So first and foremost thing is that before I can even tell them, please be positive, I would tell them, please stop seeing news post sunset.
So these for the viewers now, for the people who are very new to the concept of healing, to Louis Hay, I would want you to once say it, maybe a book or an ebook which is available now, because I know because of the delivery, the books are a little difficult to get your hands on. But any particular website, any particular ebook which can help us when which we can do our readings with.
Yes.
Would you like to tell us something about that?
I would love to tell all of them. In fact, I've told my parents and they've also read it. Is the Louis Hay's bestseller, Heal Your Life. And this book, Sonali, has come in all languages, vernacular languages also. So it's wonderful. You can get hold
of Hindi also?
Yes. Okay. Absolutely, in Gujarati, Hindi, so I'm sure it must be in Bengali as well if we were to search. So it's fantastic, this book. And it will tell everybody that, what your thoughts are creating. They are creative. So don't have negative thoughts. Try to stop your thoughts from being negative, because you don't know what you're doing to your body, So that's what. So this book is a real eye-opener to people, that what their minds are doing to them all the time,
So before we move towards more of energizing our homes and the visual board, would you like to share a few of your success stories with your clients? Or because I'm sure the people who are listening would get very prompted to read Louis Hay or follow you, or, go into more conversations with you. If you could tell us something about your experience that you would want to share with us today.
Yes. I would love to share, and in fact, this is very, very close to my heart. This experience, actually, this made me realize the power of affirmations. So I was a chronic sufferer of lower back issues, And in my youth, in my, let's say when I was in my late 20s, I had a very restrictive life. So I could not bend, I couldn't run, I couldn't go to the gym, I couldn't sit for long, I couldn't stand for long. So I had a very chronic back issue. And my doctor said that, we'll get it operated. I had a issue with my spine, and so naturally I was feeling very depressed those days, that at this young age, and my kids were born. I said I can't even play with my kids, I can't even lift my kids. So that's how this book came into my life, which was the Heal Your Life book of Louis Hay, Sonali. And I started doing the affirmations for lower back. And I had a slip disc, and my doctor gave me 3 months on bed. He says, you cannot even sit up on a chair. So forget about walking for 3 months. And with Louise Hay's affirmations, I'm proud to share with all viewers that in less than 3 weeks, I was sitting up on the sofa. And when the doctor came to visit me, he says, hello, where's the patient? I said, your patient is sitting right here, pain-free, Sonali. And from there, my healing was so magical.
You believe that healing reaches where medicines don't?
Absolutely. That's the power of Louis Hay's affirmations. And I'm a living example of a complete cure. And the doctor told me that till the time you die, you are going to be living with this back issue. And I actually, defeated medical science in this respect. So affirmations, Louis Hay has cured her cancer, Sonali, through her affirmations,
Yes, I would just want to add because coming Sunday I'm going to be in conversation with a cancer survivor, and he has a fantastic story also. So when you say this, it's all about the belief that he also had. How he's a cancer survivor now, how he is working with a particular hospital in sort of healing the other cancer survivors. So I totally relate to this.
Absolutely.
Coming back to where you started your journey, your experiences, we talked about medically how healing helps. What about in personal relations? What about in abundance? What about in monetary field? Where does healing take you?
So, so today, in terms of abundance, let me talk of money, prosperity, abundance. One thing I have learned from a very young age, that we must always come out of abundance. When we come out of poverty thinking, oh no, I can't spend. I can't spend because what if I don't have? Oh God, I can't give that person 10 rupees. Oh, what if I can't buy that? So, when you come out of that thinking, Sonali, you are attracting more and more blockages in terms of your money. So in terms of money, I would love to tell everyone that just keep on telling the universe that you have a lot. You have a lot. You have abundance. There's lots for you. And when you have this mindset, which needs to be created, you will start actually living in abundance. So you need to sort your mind as to what is my relationship with money.
Because when we're talking about money and prosperity, abhi bahut sare log they are falling in this circuit where they are going through a lot of this economic turmoil. They are having to deal with so much of economic turmoil. They are still running the companies. The workers are sitting. The paychecks are rolling. They don't know what the future is all about. There is like no belief factor. The trust, they don't know where to begin and end. Yahan par, how can they heal their mind?
Yeah. So yahan par I would tell them is honestly, make your mind in such a way and say simple affirmations that, money is my best friend. Abundance is coming to me. My income is constantly increasing. I'm a money magnet. Now, initially, one part of our mind will say, what am I saying? This is not true. I mean, where am I a money magnet? I'm in debt. But that's the mind that we need to conquer, Sonali. And that's the mind we need to release. That release letter, that's the mind that needs to be put pen down in a release letter and released. And we need to really keep on saying the affirmations, because we need to fake it till we make it. We need to fake it. We need to tell our minds that, we are actually abundant. Because the more you throw this thought out, Sonali, the more you are going to attract it. Because
I know it might
everything,
be sounding very insane to the viewers that,
it will
as you
be.
said, that लगेगा कि जैसे हम क्या कर रहे हैं, कुछ
Yes.
अता पता है नहीं और हम बोल रहे हैं that we are money magnets and our well is never going to dry up, and but then कुछ नुकसान
That,
नहीं है अगर
yes,
हम कर रहे हैं तो. We
absolutely.
have
And
that to
that's
use.
correct, Sonali. And that's where affirmations come into play. See, today, if I'm already maybe happy, or if I'm already abundant, I don't need to affirm it, right? But because I may not be abundant, I need to affirm it. That's how we are attracting it. It's like, okay, I'll give you another example. It's like a ball. Okay, so I'm throwing you a ball, Sonali, and what are you going to throw me back? The same ball, right? So if I throw you a ball and I tell you, Sonali, you throw me something else, you'll say, Dee, how? You have thrown me a ball, so that's what I have, which I can throw you back. This is exactly the way the universe works. What we throw out to the universe comes back to us as an experience.
Did Shah Rukh Khan speak to you before he said that dialogue? कि पूरी कायनात लग जाएगी उसे पूरा करने के लिए. I think मेरी बात वहीं से शुरू हुई थी.
Call to him. And I love this pose of his. And my posture also, early in the morning, I, just look up and I open my arms and I say, thank you. Today is the best day. Thank you.
And I see this thing going down to your daughter as well, because I understand that she's taking a lot of team workshops, taking it from mama and now doing it. So would you like to share something about that? How is she doing? When did she start? Just a minute or two, and then go on to about the energizing.
Yes. So regarding my daughter, I must say that vision boards are really, really magical. 3 years back, I created a vision board for getting her connected to her passion. And I never knew where that was. So I stuck pictures, where she's really happy. She's in the right kind of career, and, she's really, really happy. And this is how it manifested. So vision boards are actually the real, a stepping stone to your manifestations, and I would love to share what her vision board looked like, so
that we would when we go on to the vision board part. Yeah. So Dee, coming back to our second segment for today, which was very important, where people today in the lockdown, in the kind of negativity, so called, that they are sort of engulfed in, what can we do with simple things in our home, in our heart, in our mind, to free off us that negative energy? Can you share some details on that?
Yes. So simple things we have, we all have salt in our homes. So the best way to really have negativity out from your homes and from your rooms, keep salt in 4 corners in a glass bowl. Just keep salt. If you have a normal salt will do, or rock salt is better. And keep it in the 4 corners of your home. And keep it for about a week and replace it. So, you will see a positive change in the energies of your home.
You can just keep it in any bowl, and
any glass bowl, and just keep it somewhere, tucked away where the servants don't touch it, maybe somewhere in a corner. It's a very powerful way to, have the negative energies absorbed. Another
can we do it locally, room wise also, like just keep it in one room, then the other room?
Yes, you can keep it locally in different rooms. If you feel that a particular room needs it dedicated, you can do that, or you can just keep it in the 4 corners of your home. That's up to you. One more tip I'd like to share is keeping a peacock feather. So peacock feather just at your entrance door, and that also prevents negative energies from coming in. Because there are so many people we meet on a regular basis. You can't always gauge the energies of people. But if you keep a peacock feather outside on your main door, you are sure to not attract negative energies.
So you can just put it into a tucker in a way, vase, or just like Anywhere
Absolutely.
you can just
Just
keep
stick
it.
it somewhere behind maybe a photo or something. Yeah. But it should be in your main entrance door.
Anything
That
that you would like to talk about the light, the diya that people do in their homes in the evenings,
yes,
the dhuna
yes,
that we do in our
yes,
homes in the evening.
yes,
How
yes.
far do you think is that important?
Oh, that's very important. In fact, I do it also regularly. So I make a mixture of camphor. I put a little bit of, I use a lot of sage and a lot of
I
lemon.
used to put sindoor also.
Okay. Yeah, you
मैं
can.
दिया चाहते हैं तो उस पे
Yes.
कैम्फर है और ऊपर से सिंदूर भी थोड़ा सा डालते थे. I
Yeah,
mean, now I
you
just
can.
do a simple dhuna the Bengali way.
Yeah.
But can you just tell us the right way of like lighting a diya?
Yes. So lighting a diya is, they say, very auspicious after sunset in your puja, and a candle or a diya. Just have it on for a couple of hours, just to, invoke the gods to protect your home. It's a very simple thing. Also, they also say in the feet of goddess Lakshmi, you can put some Gomti chakra crystals. They are crystals because I have a store of crystals. So these are little tips that we also use for abundance and prosperity. So in the statue or photograph of goddess Lakshmi, you can put some Gomti chakra crystals on her feet. That's also very powerful for attracting abundance, keeping negativity away, having the goddess bless your home. So
Yes,
that
a viewer, me too, Abrol. Yes, she wants to know whether the peacock feather, do we keep it just outside the house, anywhere, outside our
in,
main
in
gate?
your main entrance door, wherever your entrance door is, you can stick it, with, or you can tuck it away if there is a photo frame or something. If you don't want your guests to see, then you can have it tucked in somewhere behind something. But it must be at the main entrance door.
So you can put it even behind a picture that you have
You can put it
outside.
behind a picture.
It
Yes.
doesn't need to be visible.
No, not at all. In fact, it's better. Don't have it visible. Otherwise, there'll be thousands of questions
I
people
know,
will be
I know,
asking
I
you.
know, I know. Anything else, Dee, that you would want to say about energizing a home?
Yes. So another thing I'd like to tell all the viewers, especially during this time, is that take a cinnamon stick. We all have cinnamon at home, and put it in your wallets, in your purses. Give it to your spouses to keep it in their wallets. It's a very powerful way to attract money. The wallets will never be empty. So money will pour in. So try to use cinnamon in your food also, you know. And another thing what they can do is after sunset, sprinkle some cinnamon powder just in your, home area
Any particular time, Dee, or
after sunset.
after sunset? So you just should we use it with the dhuna or just normally
No,
just
no,
sprinkle it
not
out?
at all. This is for abundance. Duna is to cleanse the energies, and cinnamon is to manifest, to bring in prosperity in that home. People are facing blocked money issues, income, their careers are getting stuck. So just sprinkle cinnamon powder everywhere. Do it about once or twice a week. You don't have to do it every day. But keep the cinnamon stick in your wallet for sure. That's really powerful.
That's any particular ideation you want to give us, the about the calmness? Any particular uh, energy healing that we can do for calmness? Because this is a time where we need to
Yeah.
be calm.
You know what? I created this recently for someone, just out of fun, and it really worked a lot. So what I did is, we can all do it in our own way. Is make a stick figure of yourself, Sonali. So suppose you have a full body picture of yourself, that's fine. If you don't have, make a stick figure, and just surround that stick figure with a green color or a green paint or green crayon, and especially the crown area, color it green, and just leave that drawing in a drawer and forget about it. And you will realize that that person whose crown chakra is colored green is started to feel so much more calm.
Oh,
It's
really?
a very simple tip. You can do it. Even your kids can color it and draw it. The color green is extremely powerful. and we must use a lot of green in our daily life. So even when we are wearing green, you see that there is a lot of healing that happens in our lives. So connect, all the viewers, I would request you all to connect to the color green. That's why they say that, why do we say that, when you're very stressed, go out in the open, connect to trees and plants,
Yeah.
because of the color
Nature.
green. Nature.
Nature heals.
Exactly. So even the color green heals a lot. So if you can't get out, try to connect to the color green in your homes.
So I think these are amazing tips, Dee, that you've given us, which is about a cinnamon powder, or lighting the diya, or putting the peacock feather, or having the cinnamon stick in the wallets and in our food, which is, and definitely for calmness, the color green.
Yes.
And soon I'm going to make my husband all green very soon.
Yes.
But yes,
it works.
yes, it will, because I will put that manifestation into it.
Yes.
So, Devika, Devina, the most important segment today, which everyone has been waiting for, which is the visual board. So, where do we begin this? So, I would leave the floor to you. Kindly guide us.
Okay. So, I want to show everyone this vision board that I created. It's, of course, a very small vision board. This was when we first got into the lockdown mode, and the whole of India was really stressed. So how we can do a vision board is, normally we use chart paper, Sonali. So something like this, which is a thickish board,
Right.
which doesn't tear. Why we need a little thickish board is so that it doesn't tear.
Right.
And then we take out the picture.
Right.
Either from a magazine, or you can take it out from your computer, or you can just etch it, draw it with your hand if you're good at drawing.
Right.
And we put it on a piece of paper,
Right.
and we color it. So I want India to be healed, so I've made a border of green throughout the map of India.
Yes.
And I wrote a very powerful affirmation: my India, healed and healthy, we are all protected.
Right.
So this is a very simple vision board with just one picture.
Statements have to be that they've already happened. So like, India is healed, India is protected.
Yes.
So these are actually sentences which we experience as if already taken place.
Already
so like that, with the pictures which we can take from magazines, books, etc. And we stick it on a page, which is like a chart paper, a big chart paper or a small,
Yes.
which doesn't tear because it should be intact.
Right.
Okay, Dee.
And one more vision board I want to show you of my daughter. So, of course, this is an old vision board. So, she trained under this lady called Dr. Patricia Crane.
Right.
And she became a Heal Your Life teacher also last year. Now, Sonali, I must say that the entry to this course was really difficult. It was not matching with her college dates. And there were all chances of this completely getting out from her life. I mean, she had 1% chance that she's actually going to be doing a Heal Your Life certification course with Dr. Patricia Crane. And the vision board worked so magically that she actually did it with Patricia Crane, and she became a certified Heal Your Life teacher. So everything started falling in line of this particular desire. I'm just showing you a small part of the board. Of course, there are very many other pictures. Then I put a picture of success, the word success.
True. Yeah.
So so a vision board have powerful words, have a picture of money, have a picture of a person standing like this and money flowing down, and so have things like that flowing. So that will set the ball rolling for your manifestations. And every day, what I do with my vision board, Sonali, is the first thing when I wake up, it's right bang in front of my bed. So I'm seeing my vision board first thing in the morning when you're fresh and, you're active and you're all set for your day. That's the time I see my vision board. So, this is, I think, my fourth vision board. So and one is in the process. So I wanted to also create for India. So, these vision boards really, really work.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. That what is the whole philosophy behind it? And I do understand it's like your affirmations are leading you to your successful future, where you already see the visualizations turning to reality. So, what is the philosophy behind it? And is it like when one vision board completes into reality, then you start the next, or is it like you can have like five needs and desires, but एक या दो ही पूरे होते हैं, तो क्या हम दूसरा नया फिर चालू कर सकते हैं? So, if you could tell us something about that.
Yeah, sure. So, vision board, of course, we would like to have a nice big vision board like this where we put in a lot of pictures because there are a lot of things we want to manifest. But one thing I would like to share from my personal experience that, there are certain visions which might manifest quickly in a month, in 2 months. Some of them have manifested in 30 days. But there are some visions which take about 9 months to a year. And it's really important to give your vision board some time. Nothing is a magic that today I stick it on this board and tomorrow I see my job flowing in, I see money flowing in. So the concept behind this is, Sonali, what is that we need to have patience. We need to understand that today when you go to a restaurant and you order with the chef, don't you wait on your table for the dish to come?
Yeah.
Or you run behind the kitchen and say, "Arey, mera dish nahi aaya, dish nahi aaya." We wait, right? So everything has a waiting period, and even Zoom has a waiting period.
Yes. Yes, and I've experienced a lot today.
So one must conquer that impatience, and one must understand that a vision board requires patience. And I want to give an example of patience. It's like a seed. We plant a seed in a pot. And do we see the plant the next day morning? We don't. We need to nurture it with water, with sunlight, and then bit by bit the seed grows. So this vision board is growing bit by bit by bit.
So someone is asking, Devina Di, that should we keep a vision board so that no one else can see it? Do we need to keep it in a place where no one else can see
Yes.
it? So what
Absolutely.
is there any specific color to use for the vision board?
Okay. So I like to have my base white because, when you put colored pictures, it's easy to see. In a colored vision board, it becomes a little difficult to visualize. So I like the base of my vision board to be white. The pictures, normally you can color it if you like any color. You can color it green. Suppose you're doing a healing for somebody, color that person, like I said, stick figure with green outline.
Right. Yeah.
Suppose you're doing a visualization for a relationship, color that couple in pink. Pink is the color for love. Pink and red. So have the couple surrounded with a nice pink heart. So that will be a corner for love, for couples, for relationships. So you can have colors in your vision board. You may or may not. That's okay.
And where to keep it?
And where to keep it is, I also personally don't like people to see my vision board. So what I do is I keep it behind my cupboard where my clothes are hanging. Right. I keep it behind that.
Right.
And I take it out, but I do take it out and I see it first thing in the morning. And now what I've started doing is I keep it on a table where I keep it, against the wall. So when I wake up, then I turn my vision board towards me and I visualize it.
And then you turn it back again.
And then I turn it back. And then I've just told my staff that, don't touch it. That's one corner you don't touch. So you can do something like that. Right. If you don't feel like taking it out from your cupboard every day.
Right.
But try not to show it because people never...
Clearly, you can make a vision board, see 2 or 3 things happening of it, and you can make another one. Yes. You have to have patience. Maybe you need to put more affirmations into the second one. You can put the same desires that you had in the first one in case they have not yet come true with more belief and more affirmations. into the second one.
Yes. And one more thing I'd like to share, sometimes why vision boards don't manifest. Because, when we are looking at, suppose, a money corner, okay, and we are looking at, maybe dollars and pounds and rupees and stacks of money, and we are looking at it. And one part of us is saying that, I don't think I'm going to deserve it. I don't think so. Dekh raha hoon, theek hai, okay, but I don't think. Now that I don't think is what is being read by the universe. So along with keeping your vision board, the pictures, one also has to start feeling it. The feeling must come, and it will come gradually when you work on your own deservability. We must believe that we deserve everything. We are wonderful, loving beings from the divine, and we deserve everything, whether it is money, relationships, love, career. So
in your career and your journey from the time that you started, and then your, conjunction with the vision board, what percentage would you say is it into real manifestations?
Oh, 80%, 90%. 90%. My earlier vision boards, I just, like I said, it was just a calling. I was always wanting something which I was passionate about, and I wrote in my vision board that I am passionately connected to my life purpose, and I never knew what it was. And every day I would read that powerful statement, and my life purpose sprung up.
So I have this very important expression coming from this lady who says that if we create vision boards and we get into this habit of creating vision boards, our epitome of desires, won't that increase? And in case the vision boards don't loosen up the visions into reality, won't we be disappointed?
That's where we need to trust. That first of all, everything. Now, I'm going to be honest here that everything of my vision board has not come out. I said 90%. 10% what has not come out true is probably something that I need to believe is not meant for me. So we must have trust. And the second question that, I think it's wonderful if you're going to lead your life as creators of your life rather than by default. I think you get so empowered in your life that, wow, I am creating the life the way I want to. And I think it's a wonderful, empowering feeling that you're not just, resorting to what life is throwing at you, but you are creating the life the way you would like to. Yes. It's very nicely said. Somewhere I was reading that when life throws you lemons, make lemon juice,
Let's make tequila instead.
Exactly. So, it's about creating, it's about manifestation. And you know what? We all have a very powerful tool, which is our mind. But very few of us are channelizing it in the way that is for our highest good. We are channelizing it all right, but in ways which are not so, healthy for us.
Okay, so someone is asking Dee that can we write affirmations on vision board? Yes, we can, because you just wrote an affirmation. Do you want to show the India vision board one more time?
In fact, all my pictures have an affirmation. Everything. All my pictures have, happiness, good growth of hair, and all, even this India vision board has this. So all the vision boards must have a powerful affirmation, because you're reading the affirmation also. So the more you're reading it, the more you're throwing it out to the universe.
And I also read somewhere very explicitly that in order to get what you want, you have to ask.
Yes.
So vision boards is in a way of asking the universe that we see it happen.
Yes.
So do you think it is true that the way they say, like somewhere I read even in mythology that Bhagwan chahte hain ki aap unse mango.
Yes.
They are there to give you, but then they want you to ask.
Yes.
Even a mythology says that.
Yes.
So
Even when they say for a child now that even a child asks for milk and she cries, and
right.
it's an indication to the mother that my kid is hungry. So that's exactly what the universe wants from us. We just need to place our order. It's like, it's like you're going to a restaurant, Sonali, and you tell the chef, kuch bhi la dijiye, kuch bhi la do. So how will he know what you want? So today we must have a clarity in our mind what we want. Then only we can get it. It's another very nice statement I was reading in some book. If you don't know where you are, you don't know where you can get.
True.
So first you must know where you are. What is it that I want at this point of time in my life? And then only you can go and get it.
So, Dee, someone wants to know, can you share some positive affirmations that we can give us every day? And in basic, what are affirmations?
Okay. I'd love to share affirmations. It's my personal favorite, and it's really worked miracles in my life. So normally the affirmations which I use are very simple. And also I want to tell all my folks here that, don't make your affirmations complicated, because the universe is going to read the complication. So you just make it very simple, like all is well in my world. You can say that I am abundant. I am happy all the time. This is also a lovely affirmation. I'm happy all the time. My income is constantly increasing. Then you can say that I am healthy. You can say that every cell in my body is alive. I am a radiant. I am radiating joy. This is my personal favorite actually. I'm radiating joy.
And you do.
Thank you. So and these are very simple affirmations, but just feel the energy that when we are speaking it also, immediately we start feeling so good.
And Dee, I've realized this difference even when you ask someone, how are you? And one person says, I'm okay.
Yes.
Whereas the other one says, I'm doing great.
Yes.
So it's like you immediately connect to the one who just said, I'm doing great, because somewhere you're drawn to that person's positive energy.
Absolutely. And they say very rightly that what you believe about your life is true for you.
Yeah.
Whatever you believe, if you believe that you deserve everything, 100 out of 100 times you will get it. You will get it, whether it is through your vision board or through your thoughts, but you will get it. So change the beliefs, and the beliefs can be changed by really doing release letters. Because we all have fears, and then we stop believing, oh my god, my company shut down, I'm going to now start having losses, things like that. So that's why we need to empty our cup all the time for our beliefs to grow. I'm not saying it's easy, yes, but it's a journey. It's
And
a
they don't
constant
use
effort.
anything. It is something that you use yourself to do. You're not
Absolutely.
dependent on anyone. You're using your energy, your power, your ability to manifest
Absolutely.
it.
And that's where the power lies. You are in control. Others are not in control, or your situations are not controlling you. You are in control.
True, true. So, yes, Dee, before we wind up today, I would want you to please say your links, your page where people can connect to you for
Yes.
sessions, for healing, for more workshops, because I'm sure after today, the ones who don't know Devina Fogla would want to know more about your theories, your personal deck of cards, manifestations. So, Dee, do share the details, please.
Yes. So my page is Life's Precious Healing Studio, and we have an Insta page as well as Facebook page. There's lots happening on those platforms, my readings, my videos. So come along. It will be lovely to have you all on board. And just want to say one last thing. Certain lines which which is my motto actually in life, and I wanted to just share with all viewers here is what you think you become, what you feel you attract, and what you imagine you create. So vision boards are fantastic. Imagine where you want to get, and trust me, you are going to get it. You're going to go there for sure.
So I'm hoping that viewers today, after knowing about the affirmations and the releasing of the letters and energizing your homes down to making the vision boards, today everyone is going to have an amazing evening wherein they will definitely want to do something for tomorrow to make the future better, the mental state is better. Because I think they have lots that they've learned from you today, because I totally resonate to the fact that it's up to you how you want to turn your life, and we have immense power. It is just
Absolutely.
that we have to realize that we can make it happen. Like
Absolutely.
just the way Nelson Mandela says that, why settle for a life which is so less and small and simple when you have the ability to make it big and play big? So I
Absolutely.
think the entire credibility lies in our own
In
hands.
our own
And
hands.
thank you so much, Dee, for
Thank you
today's
so
session.
much.
And
Thank
viewers, please
you.
read the book that Dee has suggested, which is, Dee, would you like to just say the
Yeah.
name again,
Book
please?
is Heal Your Life by Louis Hay. It's available easily on Amazon. It's available in vernacular languages. Please get a copy for your parents. It would really, really help them a lot in their thoughts, in transforming their thoughts.
So
Thank
thank
you
you,
so
Dee.
much, Sonali,
Thank
and
you.
immense gratitude from the bottom of my heart again for sharing certain thoughts with all my esteemed viewers. Thank you so much for
Thank
joining.
you, Dee. And thank you, viewers, for being a part of this Express Series element by Sonali's Cubo. We'll be again back with another phenomenal personality sharing her or his knowledge to make us more abundantly, right? Because, as Dee just said, we are doing great in our lives and we would be more abundant, and we are abundant, in fact, and we are happy, and we are soon going to be out of this candid
Yes, we
situation that we are in. But we have to have a belief and faith and know that good days are definitely there to come. So thank you, Dee. Thank you so
thank you
very
so
much.
much,
And
Sonali.
good evening and good night.
Thank
And
you.
I love you for today's show. I
I
think
love
I've
you
learned a
too.
lot. And I think I'm just going to do the cinnamon immediately.
Yes, wonderful. And I would just like to say, Sonali, that you are doing an amazing job. And God and all angels, just continue your journey doing good for everyone on the planet. Thank you so much, Sonali. You are really amazing.
Thank
Thank you.
you, Dee. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye
Bye, Dee.
bye. Bye bye. Take care.